Hey there, YouTubers. It's Leo Olderpold. Cheers. The only beer I'm allowing myself this evening. It's a Young's Double Chocolate Stout. And damn fine it is too. I'm smoking in one of my pimped up cobs. Tobacco that Wolfgang Bogey73 sent me last week, which is this coin cut big coins by the My Own Blend brand of Denmark. Now this stuff is apparently the same as a Scudo. I don't know whether or not that's true. I've not tried a Scudo, but it's very similar to Dunhill Deluxe Navy Rolls. I'd actually go so far as to say this tastes slightly different. I've had a few bowls of it now. There's something I can't put my finger on that just seems slightly different to Dunhill, the Dunhill version. And this stuff right here is better, I think. Seems to smoke smoother somehow. Maybe that's to do with the age of this particular tobacco. I don't know. But in any case, I like it. It's very, very good tobacco indeed. Very good. So, it's the end of a working day. I've mostly been on the computer, although I did get out to the woods this afternoon for a couple of hours to go and give some advice to a client. And I have meetings and things tomorrow before going out to the woods again in the afternoon. So, pretty hectic, pretty full on, but things shaping up in Papua New Guinea to do with the job offer that I've had over there. I've spent the weekend actually putting together a course program for students, and I'm also making contact with some voluntary organisations that are working on the ground over there with a view to looking to ask for their services at some point in the future. So lots of things happening, but we'll get to that at a later date during the course of the year, I'm sure. So this is a VR to Bjorn RIppen. Now, if you don't know Bjorn, he's German fella from East Friesland, I believe. I will put a link in the bucket below to his channel. Do go and give him a sub and a watch. He's great. He does these fantastic videos which are half in German and half in English. And he's ever so polite, and right at the beginning he says English part at, and whatever time the English part is at, which is fantastic. But he always talks about some quite interesting stuff, I think, to do with pipes and tobacco. And one of his latest video, anyway, was he asked about whether or not the cut of tobacco matters to you. So this is my VR to you, Bjorn. Now, as most of you all know, I'm rather a fan of my plugs and more recently my twist or rope tobaccos. And there's a good reason for that, a couple of good reasons for that actually. Not least a plug or a rope or any kind of packed tobacco where the tobacco is packed together will age in a different way to a loose ribbon cut tobacco. So I have found, I think, in the past that certainly if I've, on occasion, with my Mick McQuaid plug, for example, occasionally I've bought some stock of that's a little bit older than, than where I was usually getting it, and as a consequence, it's just aged that bit differently, and there's definitely a difference in the way that it tastes. Beyond that, there's also the act of preparation. For me personally, anyway, smoking a pipe is as much as anything is about the ritual. and the ritual of preparing the tobacco, giving it the respect that that smoke deserves. There's something I personally find very therapeutic about that. It's almost like the act of smoking a pipe is relaxing and cathartic, and it's a time for contemplation and meditation. And that act of preparing the tobacco that you're putting in your pipe in the first place is almost like the preamble to that. So I suppose, yeah, I have my favourites for that reason. And those are tobaccos that require a certain amount of preparation. But in reality, all that really matters to me is whether or not the tobacco is good. As you guys know, I think one of my top favourite tobaccos. Oh, goodness me, it's foggy in here. One of my top favourite tobaccos is the Nashville County, which is a loose ribbon cut or broken flake. I think it is actually. It says ready rubbed, but who knows? All I know is it's just amazing, damn good tobacco. And similarly, obviously, one of my other favourites is the twist. Oops, dropped a bit there. There's the rope tobacco. And what makes them good tobacco is the tobacco itself, not how it's presented. So, that being the case, yeah, I guess that the long answer, or the short answer rather, is no, the cut doesn't really matter. And the long answer is maybe. So there you go. Clear as mud, Bjorn. Thanks again, Wolfgang, for this tobacco. It is really good. Really, really good. So I think that's it. As I say, I'll put a link to Bjorn's channel. If you're not already familiar with him, do go check him out, because he's a great guy. Yeah, he seems like a really nice chap. And we've spoken a few times through the through the YouTube. I'm sure as and when I go and visit Wolfgang, as I plan to do later on in the year, I'll catch up with Bjorn as well. But go check him out, give him a sub, and show him some YouTube pipe community love, because he's a cool guy. Anyway, have yourselves a great week, folks. Take it easy. And I'll catch up with you all again soon. Take care.